Hi, my favorite business networking question about someone's business or nonprofit is, what question do you wish people would ask you about your business or about your nonprofit? But it's a more subtle question than you think it is. So I've literally had people answer, well, I wish people would ask me if they can buy two. And it was like a real estate agent. So like talking about buying a house and like, yeah, there's people who buy second houses, but people don't literally walk up to a real estate agent and say, can I go buy two houses? Unless you're talking about commercial real estate. It's not the situation where you're saying, well, how do I buy it? That's not the nuance of the question that I'm asking. How do I buy it is the transaction after the person has made the purchasing decision. The question I'm asking is, what question would someone ask you that would make them a more informed consumer? What question, if they ask you and got the answer from you about why you do what you do and how what you do is different than everyone else in your industry, it might actually make them decide not to work with you. And that would be a good thing because it would save both of you time. But what we're expecting it to do for you is to give them the compelling purpose behind what you're doing and how you're doing it that resonates with them and says, I will never work with anyone else in that industry. I will work only with you. And so for the long version of this video, I'm going to continue to give a couple examples. So if you're a massage therapist and you answer the question, well, what question do you wish people would ask you about your business? And you say, well, how does massage therapy make me more healthy? Okay, that's not bad. That's better than, what's the rate for a 6 massage package? That second one is entirely transactional. How it helps me is at least moves the customer journey along to a conversation about the benefit. But a more interesting question that someone who is a massage therapist might ask would be something like, what led you to become a massage therapist? And when you answer that question to someone, it starts telling your life journey of how massage therapy is important in your experience. If you're a real estate, because the conversation happens the exact same in real estate or in mortgage. If the answer, what do you wish people would ask you about your business, is, how do I get pre-approved for a mortgage? That's purely transactional. Or how do I go through the home buyer process? Purely transactional. If instead the question that the mortgage officer wants people to ask is, why should you go through me to get your mortgage pre-approval? Suddenly you're digging a whole lot deeper into the relationship. The real estate agent. Why are you a real estate agent and not a lawn care provider, or not a home stager for real estate agents, or not a photographer for real estate agents? What made you decide to become a real estate agent? You can when people ask you that question and you start telling your story, you can tell a much more compelling story than if the only question they ever ask you is, how do I do it? So, for you, and you can send it to me in a DM, you can add it in the comments below. What question do you wish people would ask you about your nonprofit or your business? I'm Keith Bashirs. I'm the bald guy. I help small businesses with marketing, theory, tactics, techniques, training, and technology. And this is a theory and tactics kind of question.